Huh? Huh? Alright, gotta make this quick because I don't like doing interviews in the morning. Good action already. I've seen 3 different bucks chasing 3 or 4 does. So they're moving pretty good. This is the first sit in the stand of the year for me, November 7th right now. So it's the best time to be in the woods for sure. So I'm planning an all-day sit right in the middle of the property. A bunch of pines and thick cover, nice bedding cover. Got a small little food plot here just to give them something to pause on as they're moving through. But yeah, I got a good scrape on it and should be a good day. Just hoping to get lucky. Huh? 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 Well, I shot 3 times. I don't know. It's a good buck, but I am really pissed at myself for that's some piss poor shooting on my book. Missed him right here at 25, and then just shanked the shot at 30, right in his ham. Fortunately stopped right at like 40, 45. I shot again and that went, he was quartering away and he barely ran off. He was hurt pretty good and he was favoring the offside leg, so I got it in there. But unbelievable. Only 7:30, so got all day left. But yeah, I'll give him a good hour before I even get down. He was a good buck, looked like a good 8-point. But yeah, the bad shooting kind of put a bad taste in my mouth on that one. But oh well, guys, this is a long frickin' day. Here he is. He's obviously stiff as a board now. He's been dead for a while. But it's about 3:30 right now. Shot him at around 7:30, 7:40. Probably one of the worst shots I've ever put on a deer. So I missed him at a chip shot of about 25, just went right under him. He kept going, so I loaded another arrow. Stopped him at 30, and he was just on a mission. He didn't want to stop. I stopped or grunted a couple times, and yeah, he just didn't want to stop. And when I pulled the trigger, he had just taken a step right at the same time. So far hit, or the shot went way back. He got, I think, through his right rear leg. Just terrible. But he fortunately stopped again at about 50, and at that point I knew I wounded him, so I wanted to go for broke and at least try again. And I didn't get it on camera, or at least the main cam, just because I was in the heat of the moment. I just wanted to get it done. But it was a quarter away, kind of low, but it must have hit, I'm thinking guts, maybe bottom of the liver, maybe one lung. I mean, he was acting pretty hurt right away from the shot. But yeah, he stayed bedded for, I watched him for 2 hours, just right in that same general, like he never went more than, I don't know, 20, 30 yards. And at that point it was 2 hours, and he was starting to look like he was going to go into the pines, and I wasn't sure if I'd be able to like know where he is at that point. So I got down as fast as I could and tried to put a sneak on him. Got to within maybe 10 yards of him, but it was too, with the bright sun and the shade of the pines, I couldn't see him in there. And he busted me. He ran about 60 yards and then just went straight to a walk again and acted really hurt. So I kind of ran parallel to him around some other group of planted pines to see if I could cut him off, about maybe 150 yards from where I bumped him, and ran into other deer in there. It was a big mess. Ended up bumping him again at about 15 yards. So at that point, he started making his way towards the edge of the property. I followed maybe another 40 yards on blood, and I said, no, I gotta back out and not bump him again. So I walked all the way around the other side of the property, because there's these planted pines in this part of the piece right here. So I figured if he was still gonna move, he would move through those, and I have a tree stand set up probably 200 yards that way. So I just sat in there all day. And about 3:30, I'm like, I gotta get down to at least have some daylight to look for him, because it's so thick in here. Yeah, I walked probably 60, maybe 80 yards from where I stopped at last blood, and here he lays. But and he's been dead for a while. He's as stiff as they get. But yeah, solid 3-year-old, I'm thinking. Good mass, got my heart pumping. That's what it's all about. Got a nice kicker there. But not the way I wanted it to go, but just happy he didn't suffer too long. Longer than I would have liked, obviously, but I found him. I'm just grateful for that. Yeah, Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Hopefully I'm a better shot then.